Food safety is everyone's responsibility, starting with the farmer. This means adhering to the correct pesticide recommendation for effective pest management. Apart from selling farm inputs aimed at increasing crop and livestock productivity, agro dealers advise farmers on how to use them responsibly.
Pesticides should be used in the right way. You buy the right pesticides, and if as a farmer you are not sure where to buy, at least you can contact your local county extension services who will be able to give you the right information on the type of pesticides that you need to buy based on the problem in the farm and how to actually mix it, or what we call dilution, and spray it, so that in the end we can all assure ourselves that the food that we are using or we are eating or we are going to harvest or grow are safe.
Agro dealers play a significant role in guaranteeing that farmers have access to some of the essential agricultural inputs that contribute to boosting agricultural productivity in a safe and environmentally sensitive manner.
Habari yako?
Nzuri sana mama.
Naendelea salama.
Kwa salama sisi.
Sasa mimi niko na shida. I have some diseased crops.
As an agrovet, when attending to farmers, ensure you ask the farmer as many questions as possible to correctly identify the farmer's problem. Most agro dealers are familiar with farming inputs and can therefore recommend a particular pesticide for a problem that a farmer may be facing. However, it is important for agro dealers to ensure that they get as much information as possible from a farmer before recommending a specific pesticide. By asking for background information like what kind of crop is involved, what kind of pest damage, what is the physical appearance of the pest, when and what kind of measures has the farmer already taken. Questions will inform the agro dealer on the nature and severity of the problem and the need for intervention to ensure that the recommendation of pesticide is effective.
Most farmers, I would say that they may not understand or they may not be able to read the labels. So this is the responsibility of the agrovet attendant to read the label and to interpret to the farmer, because the label has different instructions. It has instructions like the active ingredient of that pesticide. It has the mode of action of that pesticide. It has the rate of application of that pesticide. It has pre-harvest and pre-harvest interval of that pesticide. So if this information is not shared with the farmer will end up using the pesticide in the wrong way and also on the wrong crop.
Improper use of pesticides gives rise to potential health risks to both farmers, consumers, and is a risk to the environment. Make a pesticide recommendation based on pesticide efficacy and good farm practices as opposed to purely business reasons. Agrovets are businesses and should be considered as such. However, dealers should also beware that they have a duty towards the farmer and should endeavor to be truthful and trustworthy.
Dawa bora, mazao bora. What you plant is what you reap. And if from the onset dawa si bora, then definitely mazao si bora, because mazao is dependent on dawa. If we apply a good dawa, we are sure of good mazao and bump up harvest.
Advice on the kind of protective equipment to use when handling and storing pesticides to minimize exposure. As an agro dealer who is well versed with the proper use of pesticides, you should ensure that a farmer is aware of the safety procedures to follow when using a certain pesticide. Advise farmers on other IPM practices such as improved seed, fertility management, among other practices, to reduce reliance on pesticides.
Integrated pest management, that is using all the methods that there are to ensure that you control your pest. You use all the tools that you have, whether they happen to be physical, like you are blocking the pest or the disease from coming to your farm. Like you can have barriers. Cultural ones, again, are also about excluding the pest or the disease. The other one is what we call biological. Amazingly, there are certain live organisms that feed on other live organisms. So in the biological control, you have a situation where an insect could be eating another insect. So you have the insect which is a good one, we call it a farmer's friend, or you have an insect which is the farmer's enemy, which is the pest. So basically you caused the farmer's friend to eat the enemy.
Other IPM techniques include crop rotation, intercropping, use of adequate fertilizer, and cultivation techniques. Remember, proper usage of pesticides increases yields and market access for your produce. Food safety is everyone's responsibility, starting with the farmer. Dawa bora, mazao bora.